Hello, hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day here. This is to the people who have businesses out there, online, or if you have a corporation, small business, whether it's in manufacturing, whether it's whatever crafts, whatever. Right now, there's a big thing going on. And I don't know, every time about this time of the year, people start getting information and they sending people's business information. And somehow and I'm going to show you here in a minute. Um, I'm not going to cash this because I don't know, I was expecting to get no check. And I don't even know this company. But I do this as, when I do something, I want to send as a warning. They trying to send a check that looks something like this. They trying to send you $1,000 check to put, they try to put a company's name. The company's name is actually this company name out of Wisconsin. But I don't know, someone tapped in this business account of this company, or their but they get a check and they put your name right here, like they put my name, and they send like a $1,800 check. This is some kind of scam that I just want to warn people that don't cash these checks. Some hooligan or scandalous person, and so is running around targeting small businesses and using their account. So if you have a small business out there, be careful, because they target. And if you one of these individuals, do not cash the check. Do not cash the check, because this can probably come back on you in this bank fraud. This came by. What they doing this is I don't know why this person took the time out and made this priority mail. Here's the this is so-called company. So I'm going to expose where this company at. I don't know if this company's in the California area, but this is if you can see this. This is, I can bring it to the camera. But if you see this company, which it probably doesn't exist, it's probably a post office. But if you get one of these envelopes in the mail, I was kind of surprised. Like, I'm like, what's going on? It's like, what's going on here? I didn't request anything. I don't even know who this company. I had to look it up on my phone, and Gilmore Precision is grafting, and what it is that Gilmore Products is a legitimate company. I sent them an email to let them know that if somebody is using your company, here's they're using these people's company as they're using their bank account, so their business account, and using their name. It says Associated Bank. That's not available. So what? They made up a check. This is what they did. They didn't even put down. They copied these son of guns. This is what they did. They didn't even put down there's no Associated Bank. They made up some check number here. They made all this up off the computer, and they got the computer, and I believe that this is what they're doing. So I want to inform people now that if you have a business, if you know anybody that's sending checks like this to people, and they targeting business across the United States of America. If so, if you like this company, this small manufacturing company, be aware that there's people who's trying to use your name. And if you know anybody that works at any of these companies across the country, let them know. But yeah, they come in envelopes like this, and some priority mail. This is, but I just these people are something else, man. They're preying on people, thinking that they're gullible, they're gonna fall for it. I had this happen to me. It was about, I think, 6-7 years ago. I never cashed a check. I turned it into the bank and I said, just say, hey, do you know anybody who this company is? Because the bank would know the information, and it's just and they come back as fraudulent. So I probably, let their investigators contact the company. I don't know if they received my email, but I'm gonna go to my local bank and let them know, hey, someone's targeting your business. I'm not gonna cash it because I ain't going to jail and I ain't gonna get I wouldn't dare do something like that. That's a low down. At a time like this, people, no matter, it's probably this man whoever these people own this business is probably a small town business, and they don't probably have a lot of money. They probably just got enough money to make for their products and ship and sell and pay their workers. Why would someone target a small business like that? That's just wrong, man. People are they're scandalous. So to all American small business, great and small, be careful, because you got a lot of fraudulent. And I hope that the FBI, whoever, can crack down on these people and track these people down. Because this is crazy, man. This is not right. Time prey on desperation, and then you cash the check, and then you hoping that you fall for it. You gonna cash the check that you didn't acquire for a company. It's like these people are so scandalous these days, that they just do anything just out of desperation. We already live in a bad economy, and business is already bad. Great and small businesses already going through something because of tariffs. Why would someone do something like this? People losing their job, and I'm gonna let the bank, let their fraud division handle this, and let it turn it into maybe whoever is the company and the check fraud unit, whatever. The banks probably have a certain check fraud. Because I don't play that. I don't play that stuff. They prey on innocent people. I don't think they see that they fall for it. And I don't know if I think they might become international, or they pick on American business. I don't know if they could be outside the United States, or sometimes within the United States, or they probably have someone who lives in Los Angeles and who's somewhere in Los Angeles that drops something like this off and design it. Because I do believe what they do is somehow, because it came right to my address and everything. Because sometimes I guess you have to be aware of what your identity is, because you got these scammers and these other people. Then when you advertise, like for example, I think it probably came when that commercial come along and they ask you for car insurance or something like that, and you put in the vehicle and you put in the thing. I think that's how the way they tapping in to some of these people's companies to get the information off of people, to send people to commit fraud. when you fill out, you have to be very careful. And even when you selecting internet companies or you selecting anything insurance, anything something similar to that, because it goes all over, like especially car insurance, home insurance, or Medicare, something like the Medicare products, or something like healthcare, like insurance, health insurance, car insurance, internet services. Anytime you put something like that out, you get all these fraud people that, I don't know, they don't have a life. They surf the internet and they use people. I mean, this is what they do. They do stuff like this. So I don't know. I'm guessing that's how they got my information, because I was looking for some car insurance, and when you fill out that bar and they take you to a website, and then the companies, some representative sees your information, and they call you or they email you 5-6 times. Basically, that's what it is. So, yeah, whoever did this, nice try. I ain't falling for it. Hey, I ain't that desperate for money to go and take out of another man's pocket. If he got more money, if he's a business, especially a small business owner that's trying to, it's a shame. So if you have a business out there, be careful. If you got a account that's online, or just be careful with your business, whatever your business may be. But I just want to send this as a warning that right now there's a lot of people doing this across the country right now, and there's all kind of scams out there. So, there's all kind of scams out there. So please be careful. Please be careful where you have your information. Put your information out there, because these people, they're a hot mess. So if you get one of these checks in the mail, be careful. Be careful, because these, and do not cash the check. Don't cash the check, because especially if you have a bank account, because it might come back on you. So I report in, and I'm going to let the owners know that, hey, someone's using your account to distribute funds. And be careful what kind of information you put online when you looking for services or something, because I think that they surf the internet, just like those people you see on other YouTube channels or Facebook or Instagram, where they have to show or TikTok, or where they have to show the individuals who's that may say Microsoft, and they're hoping that you fall for the scam where you got some something wrong with your computer. Open up and if you accidentally open up the link to see something's wrong with your Microsoft, that's when you get some guy out of India or Canada, some with an Indian accent or Pakistani accent, talk about seem like, or one of the foreign accents, saying there's something wrong with your computer. Hoping you will fall for it. Most people don't fall for it, but it's on a level like that. These people, it's the same way it's with these people that get on my nerves, that they'll call and they spam your number. It's like, man, don't these people ever have a life? I mean, how do you spam and fraud all day long? Who does that? I mean, who spends their whole time frauding and scamming? And knowing that the technology that we have, especially if you're doing it within the United States, the FBI gonna be on it, right? and you got Homeland and all these other people. Why would you just doing something like that? So whoever's doing stuff like this, I hope they get caught, and I hope the FBI or if it's international like a Interpol need to get these people, man, and tell them stop defrauding people, not just in America but probably other parts of the world, trying to target someone's small business. So anyway, I just wanted to make a quick announcement with that. But yeah, if you know anybody that gets those checks in the mail, whether it's here in America or maybe Canada or whatever, be careful. You got some fraudulent people out here committing check fraud. They don't care. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you this been a lesson. So those of you out there who's on the internet, be careful what type of information you putting out there. You want services, any kind of services, as far as quotas and going to. Be careful of the websites you go to. And it was just a website that just wanted some car insurance, because I was dissatisfied with my car insurance, and then recently I had to change my my car insurance and my was it something with my internet bill, yeah. And so anything in that category, be careful what website you go to, because you got these fraudulent people who don't have a life, is trying to prey on people. It's like the people that say that, oh, and here's another funny one before I go. You got these people, right? If you got that say that you got a PayPal account, and they say, oh, that now they don't know exactly where your address of your PayPal is, because I have a PayPal account, but they don't know exactly where it's at. They'll try to send to my, because I got a couple email addresses, so they send to my email talking about, oh, we need to resolve this. You owe a payment of $349 for some computer part, whatever. So yeah, you gonna get those type too, and then they want to get you called a number. I like the way the guys do it. That these scammers that do that, and I like the guys that get revenge on them. And it's funny as I don't know what. It's funny as I don't know what, man. When they nail they behind for being a fraudulent. So all right then, just want to make this video. Be careful when you get your stuff. Take care. Be blessed. See you on the next video.